Today on Fix a Fab, we're gonna work on the Lincoln. I just got it back from the upholstery shop. Had Logan Benson down in Keokuk, Iowa do the interior. Fantastic job, as you can tell. Buckets are at like a 77 Mark 8 Continental, I think. Back seats are original. He did the console, the transmission tunnel. I had to cut all that out for the LS swap and the 480. So he did all that, wrapped it. Taylor at Tinworks did the actual tunnel itself. But anyways, I had a floor shifter in there, a Camaro IROC shifter, 80 shifter. Everybody hated it, and I hated it too. So we got rid of that. We're gonna try and put the column shifter to work. So hopefully I can try and get that to work. I just went to Ace. I spent $45. No, what did I spend? $36.50 for stainless tube. These little Heim swivel thingies, which are metric. I don't know why they're making them metric. That was plain. And then all this stuff. Obviously, the washer is stainless. What I'm going to try and do is this. All right, like magic, bam, boom skis, as they say. Stainless bolts. I'm gonna cut the heads off, and then I got the stainless sleeve here, 5/16 22 gauge, kind of thin, as you can tell. But this will be the slide. I'll cut these off. These fit inside this tube, obviously. And then I'll mark it, tack it in the TIG welder. I'll have someone go inside the car, run through the gears, make sure everything lines up. I got some adjustments on the transmission lever, so hopefully this works out. I got the Z-bar off, and this piece here goes to the old transmission. And then you see that bushing there, that is one end, and then there's another end that would go like over here. Sorry, my other arm won't reach, but see that there? That's where like the other support needs to be, which is probably still in the transmission that I sold. So what we're gonna try and do is steal this guy, and I believe this bushing was for the kickdown, I think. But anyways, it's the same size bushing, so I'm gonna take this off the car. I'm gonna flip you around here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna take the bolts off and hopefully make a bracket to support that Z-bar up underneath the car. So hopefully that works. So I left you hanging. I got the shifter mocked up in the car. Taylor came over. We got the hood off. It's over in Carrie's truck and the F2. Yeah, I couldn't show you the process of making it because it's underneath my car. You know, I don't have a lift in here yet, so it's pretty low to the ground. And I don't have a third arm, so I did order a small tripod for under cars for my phone or GoPro, whatever camera that I use. So next videos will be better, but here's what we got. But I got the Z-bar in. Got the Z-bar in. So the stock shifter arm comes down here from the column over to the Z-bar. This bushing was already in here. I stole this bushing that was on the body that was for the kickdown, transmission kickdown. It's just tacked in. Piece of bar stock there. I'm gonna add another one here to gusset it. This bar, or this plate here, nice and thick and wide, and it bolts to the transmission bell housing where the inspection cover would go. I'm not running one. And then I cut off the factory arm on the 4080. Cut that off, and then made this arm with the adjusting holes, and then sure enough, it was the first one closest there. So the shifter's pretty close, indicates park, reverse, neutral drive, everything I needed to. So everything, like I said, everything's tacked. I'm gonna take it off, gusset, and TIG weld it, clean it up, make it look nice, put some paint on it. But this actually worked out pretty good. It's just stainless bolts that I cut the heads off, and then I sleeved them. I'll show you a better video here. And I got these jam nuts, so we'll tighten these up and should be good to go.
amateur welder here. Amateur.
All right, good news, it fits. It notches out for the exhaust, notches out for the O2 sensor, gusset this so that when you shift in, changing gears, it wants to pull down on this. So this gusset will keep this plane stronger. So definitely a one-off piece. But this is how I did it. If you guys are doing an LS swap on your Continental, hopefully this helps.
All right, so that looks a lot better. Like I said, I'm an amateur at best. You know what, let me just quick brush on it. As far as that TIG weld, I think it looks pretty good, huh? Obviously it's where I tacked it for the MIG sucks, but I mean that's MIG weld, so what do you think? Doesn't look too bad.
think we're done with this bracket. I think it looks pretty good. It's all welded. It's very hot. So, don't look at that. Don't look at the bottom. Just look right there. Don't look at that. Right there. All right, anyways, that's done. The shifter arm is done. Wherever that is. Oh, right here. Shifter arm's done. You know, looks like a turd, but hey, it'll shift, so probably do burnouts, hopefully. So, I mean, it looks good, right? Oh, this is coated with something. It didn't want to weld too well. I had to grind it all the coating down. So, but yeah, I use this hole here. I kept the other two just in case. You know, I had like 3 or 4 more sticking out, but I think when it was in drive, it was sticking down, and I don't want to get caught in anything, you know, because I'm on air ride. So, but yeah, I think it looks good.
So I'm going to finish welding all around, but you know, like I said, there are 2 stainless bolts. Cut the heads off, had the stainless sleeve. I'll carefully finish going around it, and the bolts butt up inside here. So it's not only strength this way, but strength, you know, this way. So should hold pretty good. Considering all the force is going to be lateral, so yeah, this should last forever. Plus it's stainless.
I do have a glass Pureit cup for stainless, but I'm lazy. Actually, I really like it. The only thing that sucks about it is you gotta run a lot of gas, but it does lay a nice weld. All right, so we got the, it's like a day or two later now, we got the parts powder coated. So I used this crystal gray that I'm gonna use in my RT wheels. I think it turned out really, really cool looking. So, obviously it doesn't match the car, but it's gonna be underneath the car and nobody's gonna see it, so. Yeah, I think it'll look cool. All right, let's put it in.
Yeah, it's such a big car. You think it'd be easy to work on. This is a small motor compared to what I pull out here. Alright, I think that should be pretty tight. Alright, now we'll go get the, intermediate shaft. I got an intermediate shaft. Do you want to call it that?
Try and put this cotter pin in. I can't even see the hole, so I want to go in blind. Cotter pin. I don't even know if that's even gonna fit. All right, I got it in. I don't know how. I don't know how, but it is. It's in there. It's in there. Wipe some of this grease up. I don't know if you guys can see in the video, but my power steering pump's leaking. Probably because it's like 80 years old, but that'll be a project probably for the winter time. Send it off, get it rebuilt. From what I can tell, Rock Auto does it, but you have to send yours in. So I'm trying to get the summer out of it. Hopefully. I'm gonna spin this around. Put that on that end and this on this end. It's not lining up. I'm gonna go up top, check the shifter, make sure it's still in park. All right, well, it looks like it's still in park. Top end first. Using a lock nut. Now we're gonna try and get the shifter in to the transmission part here. Oh yeah, I forgot it goes in this one. There we go. I'll lock that down. All right, I think that works. All right, should we try it? Tire's off the ground. Let's give her a spin. All right, so we got her done. That sucked. All right, so to recap, there's a bracket I made to the bell housing. There's the factory Z-bar. I made that stainless rod that goes to the stock shifter arm thing that I cut off because it's got that keyed part on it. I made this arm, right? And then it connects up to the factory arm there via the column. So, yeah, I think it's gonna work.